Hello, my darling Atlantis Scalar peeps. First of all, I know this is not going to be an evergreen message, but Eric has decided on a huge sale. He's very generous with my time. So you guys check it out, atlantiscalar.com. I don't know how long it's going to be held. I'm going to ask Eric every day, do we end it now? Do we end it now? So it could be 24 hours. It could be 72 hours. It could be a week. It could be more. I just don't know. We'll see. I have a feeling he's waiting for someone out there to order something. So he's going to probably end it when that one or more person orders what they think they need. Let's talk more about healing. Almost everybody has headaches. I almost never get one for some reason. I think it's because my kids are my headaches. Just kidding. Oh, no, my husband is my headache. Anyway, imagine sending white light if you have a headache to the scalp muscles. You might even Google a picture of muscles of the scalp, okay? And then also white light, just, I use the sound effects, they really work, to the brain itself, to all the arteries, all the veins. You know, again, you can look up the pictures of the anatomy of the entire head and neck, because some people, it starts with the neck muscles, all that. Just envision that. I tried it on my eldest granddaughter and it worked great. She didn't want us to, but me and my daughter Michelle were doing it, and she was like, no, don't. I don't want you to work on my headache. But anyway, it went away almost instantaneously. So do remember that you have so much power to heal yourself. You really do. Now, as many of you probably know, I added on all services the addition of tripling the circulation of endorphins in the physical body. And why is this so important? Endorphins are absolutely amazing because they stop inflammatory processes. They are and inflammation is behind the pathology of almost every disease, even the disorder of autism, you know. So almost every cell has endorphin receptors on it. And that's why it's just so important. It stops the cascade, the inflammatory cascade, and it actually normalizes the immune system. Most of the drugs we use for like autoimmune diseases like psoriasis or rheumatoid arthritis, etc., they suppress the immune system. But this one normalizes it. It makes it normal. So that's why I think it's going to be very effective. And, you know, even if you're not ordering something for rheumatoid arthritis, etc., a scalar service, it might help. And that's one of the reasons I've added so much to the energy repair, protection, and enhancement, that I really want people to be patient and do that first and wait and see what issues resolve, whether they're mental, emotional, psychological, physical, etc. So I recommend giving 3 months before ordering anything else. Of course, you can still order stuff if you want, if you think it's going to hurry things along, but that's just me. Okay. Also, I want y'all to keep sending in testimonials. I get feedback, so much feedback. I had one woman so happy that, you know, we did the gluten relief from gluten and lactose sensitivity on her 7-year-old. And because she wanted him to actually have real cake on his birthday, cake and ice cream. And it worked. He is now enjoying birthday cake. And I'm just that made me so happy. That made my endorphins go up. I also want to remind you guys to please send in video testimonials. You will get a monetary reward. I'm thinking about increasing it to a $75 instead of a $50 coupon, because I know how hard it is. But it's so important to spread this around so that other people can get relief, the same relief that you have gotten. Also, written testimonials too. That's nice. You know, if you don't want to do a video, you know, you can be anonymous too. We can blur you out. You know, all you have to do is say. Also, I want to remind people that in order to, if there's any subconscious disbelief or skepticism, it's a good idea to look at these video testimonials on the Atlantis Scalar YouTube channel. Sometimes they can really give you hope and snub out any possible disbelief, even on a subconscious level. Okay, back to your bedtime story. All right, where am I on this? Oh yeah, this is Eric's goodbyes. Next came Lucas. I hung around him in the backyard for a while and then followed him back into the house. I walked by his side and followed him up to his bedroom. When he sat down on his bed, I sat next to him. Other than my mom, he was more in shock than anyone else. It was so overwhelming for him that he couldn't even get a sense of how his body felt. It was very disturbing for him to have our neighbor go get him, pull him out of school. And, you know, he came out of class and there was Kathy and, you know, she said, "What's going on?" Said, "Well, he finally did it." And his first thought was that Eric killed all of us, but, you know, wasn't the case. I could sense that the energy of every cell in Lucas's body was quivering and vibrating at a higher than normal rate. Pause till they stop barking. Stop. I don't know how to find it. Where is it? I don't know where the pause is. So we'll just soldier on. It's disappeared. Okay. I could sense that the energy of every cell in Lucas's body was quivering and vibrating at a higher than normal rate. He couldn't believe I was dead. Lucas thinks very analytically, and he couldn't find the logic behind what I'd done. So the whole thing didn't make sense to him. One of his thoughts was, if Eric can do this, then anyone can. This made him question the concept of the value of life. I tried to calm his body down so that his cells wouldn't vibrate at such a high frequency and so that he could feel okay again. He was numb. He couldn't feel his emotions. I guess that's because he's the kind of guy who feels later, after he's had a chance to process things. Lucas is the one in the family who wants to feel but tucks everything away, so true, instead of fully immersing himself in his emotions. I should have done more of that. I kind of fucked things up for him because my death caused him to stuff his emotions down even more, and that made me feel like a dick. But I did learn something from the way he handles his feelings, both after my passing and in general. I learned that it's okay to take your time. Instead of jumping right into the pool, you can walk around the edge and figure out which side you want to jump from. Then you can stick your toe in to test the water. You have to jump into the pool to feel feelings eventually. With Lucas, he's about observing things and taking his time before making a decision about something or deciding what to feel. I thanked him for teaching me that. So in each of these, you know, there's a lesson that Eric learned. Anyway, be sure you get your own copy, maybe in the library even by now. This wonderful book, it really did a lot to help me heal. So all right, I love you guys. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and share with those you care about, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.